Welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It's Jeffrey Guterman, and I'll be your host for this ball game. We're doing a 1969 replay. The X post is up, and we'd appreciate anybody coming out there with a repost. Anybody at all. We have a good afternoon, Kathy Harden, who is here. And it's great to have Kathy here for this ball game, and we're hoping for a good one. There is rain in the forecast. It is overcast here, both in Fort Lauderdale and in Philadelphia, and we have Bill Ivamy here also. I want to welcome everybody. In fact, those notices you see about gifted memberships, I'm allowed to give 10 free memberships to my channel every month, and it's completely random. Fortunately, one person who is one of our patrons, Rhodes Scholar, got one, but you hang in. I'm going to continue giving. I'm allowed to give 10 away every month. It's a long shot, but hopefully one of you will, all of you will get one as we move along. And I'm hoping for a nice leisurely ball game here. We have Bill Stoneman starting for the Expos and Bill Champion for the Phillies. Stoneman has won 9, Champion 6. This is actually a more important series than meets the eye unless you look at our standings. The Phillies did come in 5th place in real world, but they've been behind Philadelphia all along. Here in our replay, and if you can see it on the standings, the Phillies are creeping up. They've won 2 in a row. Wow, it's a streak, and they are now only 1.5 games behind the Expos. And the Phillies, to save embarrassment, sure want to pull out of the cellar here. And they can actually move into 5th with a sweep here. Yes, they can. But not with 2. Not if they win 2 out of 3, they're a half a game behind. So that's where that stands. And I'm going to have the lineups in just a minute. And we hope we won't have a rain delay. But if there is, I have something in mind to pass the time. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I am in Studio B here. Indeed. And we look for Tony Hartley is here. Great to see you, Tony. Thank you, Tony, for checking in. Anybody who has a warm-up, Kathy, if you have a warm-up, that would go well right now because I'm warming up with some cannabis. I hope you all understand. Okay, we got a warm-up from Bill Ivamy. Bill Ivamy, go for it, please. Bill Ivamy with a warm-up question. Here it is. Bill Ivamy with a warm-up here. No problem, Tony. I kind of figured it out. Yeah, yowza, Kathy Harden. We got a Bill Ivamy with a warm-up here. And we're waiting for it. Wait for it now. The hell? Whoops. I missed that. Missed that frickin' weed thing. There it is. Bill Ivamy anytime, please. Snow in Oregon. It's snowing in Oregon. Here it is. This ball player was the spokesman for a spray paint company in the early 80s. The saying was no runs, no drips, no errors. Name the player. Oh, Lord. Joel Horland too quick. And we're going to give a red jelly bean to Joel Horland. I was late. God almighty. Oh, Lord. Joel Horland has another. Go for it. Go for it, Joel. Oh. God help me. Oh, go for it, Joel. Then we'll get into our lineups. Here it is. This player began his long career with just one at bat in '69. His name is spelled the same both forwards and backwards. Who is it? Oh, Lord. God, that's tough. That's a great question. His name is the same, spelled both forwards and backwards. He just had one at bat in '69. Who could it be? Oh, Lord. God, I don't know who that is. Does anybody have it? It's a great one. We'll give one a red jelly bean for Joel, just for the question, but we'll see if anyone gets it. Lord, that is good. It is a great one, isn't it, Bill Ivamy? Let's see if anybody can get that. Just give about 30 seconds, give or take, Joel Horland. See if anybody can get that. Yeah, we'll take a hint. Yeah, how about it, Joel? You want to lay a hint on us? Oh, Lord. I'm freaking terrorized. Began with the Senators. Lord. Yeah, just one at bat. Christ. I don't know. Oh, Toby Harrah. Oh, it's a great guess. Bill Ivamy. I think that's got to be right. And there it is. It's got to be right. Toby Harrah. Yes, Toby, indeed. Great question. Super answer. And I want to thank everybody. That was great, Bill. I want to welcome everybody here to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We have the Montreal Expos at the Phillies. Actually, Expos lead the Phils by a game and a half for the 5th spot in the National League East. Leading off for the Expos is Gary Sutherland at second. Jim Ferry, not to be confused with Ron Fairley, but Jim Ferry will bat second in center field. Batting third is Rusty Staub in right. Ron Fairley at first, hitting cleanup. Big Mac Jones batting fifth in left. Kevin Collins gets the start. He'll be at third. Expos won this one 4-0, and I noticed they brought in Coco LeBoy for defense at the end. But I think it turns out Collins, shit. Oh yeah, here he is. Collins is better than Coco. I think Coco's a 4, and they brought him in. Let me just double check on that. Coco LeBoy. And we saw how the Mets, where is Coco? There he is. He's a 4. Jeez. A 4 E27, and they brought him in for Kevin Collins, which is a 341. So, geez. Batting seventh at catching is John Bateman. Bobby Wine is the shortstop. He'll bat eighth. And Bill Stoneman, the pitcher, he's won 9 on the season. The right-hander will pitch and bat ninth. I want to thank you all for being here because I'm kind of terrorized. You know, I'm sort of a very anxious, very unhappy person, and this helps me a great deal. You have no idea. For the Philadelphia Phillies, leading off Tony Taylor at second base. Batting second is Johnny Briggs. He'll play left. Dick Allen batting third at first. Johnny Callison, the cleanup hitter in right. Darren Johnson at third base. Larry Heisel, featured on our post, our ex-post, is batting sixth, and he will play center field. And I think we thank Kathy for that repost, yes. And Heisel will bat again, he'll bat sixth and play center field. Mike Ryan is the catcher. He bats seventh. Batting eighth is Don Money at short. And the pitcher is Bill Champion. He had one great outing recently, but he had a 5.01 ERA. He's 1-6, already ahead of his real-world pace. And we're looking forward to trivia. And we're looking forward to a good ball game. We are at Connie Mack Stadium, and the Phillies take the field. It's Bill Champion on the mound. Catching him is Ryan. And this is a very important series for these two clubs, especially the Phillies, who don't want to be coming sixth place behind an expansion team. And leading it off for the Expos is Gary Sutherland. Some of you remember the Expos swept the Mets. And I think that was the most recent series, if I'm not mistaken. I think they beat them in the third game. I could be wrong about that. Sutherland steps in. He's a right-handed hitter. Champion is ready. He's got the ball. Here's the windup by Champion and the pitch to Sutherland. That's going to be a 2-7 right-handed fly ball center, playable by Heisel, and Heisel makes the catch. And there is one away. A nice catch by Larry Heisel. One down. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, Christ help me. All right, we're underway here. What's that music? The organ music, play it for. Jesus, enough. Here's Jim Ferry now. Now here's a guy who probably learned how to fight when he was a kid. Ferry, a left-handed hitter, getting a rare start here. I use him to pinch hit at times. assume he was with the Dodgers before he came to Montreal. Am I right? Here's Champion. And the pitch to Ferry. Lord, 5-7 left-handed, and he walked him. So Ferry is on first with 1 out. You know how kids are, they can be so cruel. Ferry draws a base on balls off Champion. And here's Staub, also a left-handed hitter. I might even come up with a trivia question at the end of the day. Okay, Champion from the stretch with Ferry on first, 1 down. And the pitch to Staub. Whoa, that does not count. That was and it's in the toilet paper, folks. It's in the toilet paper. If you see, it landed here. You see right in there. There it is. I have a little toilet paper here. I was using this. Well, you don't want to know. We're going to re-roll that. Now, that's for my eyeglasses. Why throw good paper out, right? When you can use it again. Okay, again, let's try it again. Staub at the plate, Ferry on first, 1 down. Just underway here in Philadelphia. Here's Champion. Pitch to Staub, 3-4 right-handed, and he walked him. That's 2 walks for Champion. First and second walk, still 1 out. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Ron Fairley. If any of you have trivia questions, please propose a time to type it in so I can queue it up. You don't have to, though. You can throw them out any time, but I prefer whether it be top, middle, or bottom of any inning. Okay, Champion with first and second, 1 down. Pitch to Fairley. That's 4-7 left-hander, and he walked him. That's 3 walks in order, thrown by Billy Champion. And I guess that's not too many walks. Not great, but not too many. But he's walked 3 here. Having trouble finding. And look at all these left-handers they have in the lineup. Big Mac Jones now. Bases loaded, 1 out. The infield is back to try to get out of this with a double. Okay, Champion, full windup. Pitch to Jones. And that is 2-9 right-handed. That's a ballpark blast. I don't know how deep it is out there. 2-9. We're going to find out. Ballpark blast, left-handed hitter. Oh, it's a 19. Whoa. And that is a long fly ball, actually 1-9. It's caught by the right fielder with plenty of room. Wait a minute, that looks like a B. Looks like we'll tag on that. Yeah. It's a long fly ball to right, caught by Callison, and Ferry tags up, and that makes it 1-0 Montreal. Philly's really psyched for this, and so is Montreal. See if they can get further ahead from these Phillies. Now Kevin Collins, left-handed hitter. 2 outs now, first and second. He'd be lucky to get out with 1 run allowed, Bill Champion. That's in my book. Okay, Champion. The pitch to Collins. And that's 1-8, and he popped it up. to first, and Dick Allen under it. And the side is retired. That's going to be 1 run, though, for Montreal. On no hits, 3 consecutive walks and a sacrifice fly just about sums it up. After a half, it's Montreal 1 and Philly nothing. We have a trivia question at the top of the second. That'll be after this inning. See, I just put a little dot there, and I know. It's a new way I have. Just came up with it. I might come up with one myself, Kathy Harden. Okay, Stoneman now takes the mound for Montreal. It'll be Tony Taylor leading it off, bottom of the first. Stoneman is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch, that's 3-5 right-handed. And that is a grounder to first, stopped by Fairley. And he takes it to the bag, 1 away. That's a 3-5. And here comes Johnny Briggs. We ask no Googling on the trivia. We go on the honor system, and then if you do it, the only one you're fooling is yourself and us, I guess. Give up the idea that you need to come off as a big shit, and you'll be fine. Okay, here's Stoneman, 1 out, nobody on. Briggs, left-handed hitter. And the pitch, that's 4-7 left-handed, and that's going to be a liner to second, caught by Sutherland. Nice catch by Gary. 2 down. And here's Dick Allen. This is the 1969 replay. Rhodes Scholar, you out there? Okay, Big Dick Allen with 2 outs and nobody out. Stoneman whines and deals. Oh, please, have a sense of humor. 2-8 right-handed, and he struck him out. So it's a 1-2-3 for Stoneman, who was a good pitcher. I think he went on to be a good pitcher. I could be wrong. And after 1, it's Montreal 1, Philadelphia nothing. Now I ask you all to please wait for this. Wait for it now. It's coming from Bill Ivamy, Big Bill Ivamy. I read it. I do. Here it goes. Mac Jones hit a bunch of home runs in the early 1969 season at Jerry Park. The fans nicknamed the bleachers in right field this name. Not one of my better trivia questions. Big Mac Jones. I made that up. Joel Horland goes for Jonesville. It's a good one. At least it's not Jonestown, right? Yeah. Oh, love the trivia. Please keep it coming, everybody. Keep it frickin' coming. Joel is correct. Woo! Isn't that something? And I believe it. No doubt about it. I bet you there's a picture with a sign on it. Jonesville. No, I don't see one with the sign on it, but what I do see is a big picture of Big Mac Jones, who has done some really good things with the bat. But it's too small for me to deal with it. That was a good one. Oh, you like that, Bill Ivamy? Which one? Jonestown or Mac Haven? We're heading to keep me distracted, folks. I'll be okay. Really, keep me busy, keep me distracted. Here's the top of the second, 1-0 Expos. And Joel will go in the bottom of the second. There I go, right there. That's a little reminder for form ups. That goes over here. You know, this is the same as this. I kind of like that, so I'm gonna keep it. You like both? Okay. Bill Champion coming out. He allowed a run. Damn him. And leading it off will be John Bateman. Again, he walked 3 straight in the first, and then Big Mac. He didn't have to send it out, but he just, a fly ball to right brought him home fairy. Okay, Champion facing Bateman here. Here's the pitch. That's 6-5 right-handed. Grounds it to short for money. That's on the money for sure. And he throws it over to Dick Allen for the first out. Here's Bobby Wine. Champion now. The pitch to Wine. That's 1-6 right-handed, grounds it to third. And DJ Johnson scoops it and throws him out, 2 away for Bill Stoneman. And Frank has arrived. We welcome you, Frank, for the ball game. The skies are overcast and threatening, but they're hoping to get this game in. Here's Champion now. The windup and the pitch to Stoneman. That's 4-8. Right-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. That'll be the first strikeout for Champion. He looked a lot better finding that zone. We've gone in the middle of the second here. It's 1-0 Montreal. We got one coming up at the bottom after this inning. We got one from Joel. Oh, Joel comes in quickly. Here it is. Name a player whose name both first and last combined totals just 5 letters. Whoa. Oh, Lord, that's a great name. That's a great question. I thought it was going to be the bottom of the 5th, but you're right. You said middle, didn't you? Middle of the 2nd. Oh, he said bottom. Yeah, I am so sorry. Question of the week, Ed Ott. Oh, what an answer. Bill gets it. That's big. Bill with the correct answer there. Ed Ott. Whoa. I'll give you purple jelly beans for both. Red, I'm sorry. We're going to give you red for both here. Oh, Lord, you guys, how you guys dream this shit up, I do not know. Bill is a Major League storehouse. You want the purple? Well, I bought some Mike and Ikes. And they aren't really jelly beans. I bought some more Mikes, but I use them as jelly beans here, and I do not have purple. My original is purple, and I'm going to be doing these later. God almighty. Yeah, Rick, that would have been a labor. Well, here's Stoneman now. He retired the Phillies in order in the first, and it's going to be Johnny Callison leading it off for the Phils. Very dark skies. The lights are on here at Connie Mack Stadium. Okay, Stoneman is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Callison. And that's going to be 6-10 left-handed. Grounds it to first for Fairley, who takes it to the bag fairly quickly. And there's one away. You don't get them in Canada? You don't get what? Are you talking about jelly beans? I mean, they've got to sell retail jelly beans. Come on. Really? Here's DJ Johnson. 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the second. And that is low for a ball to Johnson. Heisel on deck. Mike and Ike. Oh, you don't get Mike and Ike's. That I believe. I bet you can get them on Amazon, though. Okay, here's Stoneman. The pitch to DJ Johnson. That's going to be 410. 410 right-handed. Catcher X, our first X today. That's Bateman, a 4-6. Oh. Looks like a pop-up to me. 6-10-12 on his E6. He's good. It is going to be a pop-up into fair territory just in front of the plate. And Bateman makes the catch, so it's 2 outs. And here's Larry Heisel now. Heisel steps into the batter's box, 2 outs, nobody on. He was hurt for a short while, and he has come back. This summer, he had some big hits for the Phillies. Phillies on pace to lose. Actually, they can avoid. They can avoid losing 100 or more. Just 5 more wins and they do so. Here's the pitch to Heisel now. And that's 5-9 right-handed, and he struck him out swinging hard. And that's the second strikeout for Stoneman. Is that what his name was? Bateman, Pork Chop? We've gone 2. It's a 1-0 ball game, Montreal. And we're looking forward to any questions people can come up with to make us think of it. Frank has a question. Oh, here's one. He's throwing it in loose, freestyle. What Major League player has the longest name in the last 20 years? Holy cow. God, you guys are going with names and linguistics and semiotics. Frank. That's a tough one, Frank. Oh my God, Horland says Garcia Parra. That sounds pretty long. But looks like there might be something longer than that. We're in the middle. We've gone 2. It's 1-0 Expos. And the dark clouds are here. Oh, those clouds are dark. Do we have an answer to that, Frank? Or was that just an honest query of yours? What Major League player has the longest name for the last 20 years? I guess that you're not considering people before that. Okay. Well, Frank, we're going to wait for about 30 seconds, and if not, we're going to move on with this ball game here. As the umpire is saying, play ball. He's saying, let's get this going here. Whoa. I see why it took him a while to type that. Strat-O-Matic. And here's Kathy with the, she came damn close. And we got to give one to Kathy. Can we give one to everybody? Frank and Kathy. Lord. Kathy is the winner, and that is a winner. And that was a beauty, Frank. Now, if you want, just let me know ahead of time. But if you like to do them freestyle, that's good. I might miss it, but some others might miss it, but this I give full announcement of the question multiple times, before it's coming, just before it's coming, and while it's here. Well, Champion, he couldn't find the strike zone in the first inning and walked 3 in a row, allowed a run, and but he retired the side in order in the second, and it's going to be Gary Sutherland leading it off. Here's Champion now. And the pitch to Sutherland. That's 5-7 right-handed, and he walked him. That's the 4th walk of the ball game. Thrown by Champion. Sutherland is on. And here's Jim Ferry, left-handed hitter. He walked and scored. Henceforward, Frank says he will announce when it's coming. That's up to you, Frank. Again, I only do that because I think it's to the advantage of everybody, because we get fair warning, and also it gets showcased. Here's Champion from the stretch now. And the pitch to Ferry, you know, these are just guidelines, not rules. 2-6, and there's a base hit by Ferry. Sutherland rounds second and goes to third. It was a 1-6 single to Asteroids. Oh boy, Champion getting in trouble here early. Boozer and Farrell pitched in this game in real world. Walks are killing Champion. Absolutely. He's thrown 4 of them already. In just 2 innings, nobody out here. First and third, Staub at the plate, infield back. Here's Champion. That's 5-12 left-handed, grounds to first X for Dick Allen. Dick is a 422. That's a ground ball, 2. 6-11-13. And it looks like, let's see what happens with it. It is a clean G2 with first and third. And the runners advance. He has to take it to the bag. It was a beauty of a ground ball by Staub to score Sutherland. And again, Ferry went to second. It's a 2-0 ball game. Now here's Ron Fairley. Fairley walked to load the bases in the first. Again, it's Ferry in scoring position on second with 1 down. Here's Champion now. And the pitch to Ferry. That's 5-7 left-handed, walked him. And it's first and second. There's action now in the Phillies bullpen. Isn't that a shame? Wouldn't that be nice if Champion can get out of this? Really. It is Turk Farrell warming. Boozer's available also, but it's Farrell right now. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Farrell. Okay, Fairley on first, Ferry on second, 1 down, Big Mac Jones. He knocked in the first run with a sacrifice fly. Champion. Pitch to Big Mac, 3-5 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. To right, past Allen. And that will load the bases. It was first and second. And here's Kevin Collins. Infield is back. They'll try to end the inning here with a double play if they can. It's 2-0 Expos. Here's champion. And the pitch. That's 3-3 right-handed. Fly ball right. That's might be deep enough for Ferry to tag. On a 3-3 right-handed. We're going to check Ferry coming home with only one out. 1-14. Callison -4, 1-10. There, he's going to come home on 1-10 with 2 outs. That would make it. Absolutely. Here's the throw from Callison, and he is out. And my philosophy, although I don't need to justify it, that's the side, by the way. It's a double play. That's a 400%. That's a 500 percentage. A lot better than Bateman with 2 outs. So it's only 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks. Again, I would consider champion lucky. We have a question from Frank on the top of the 3rd. Whoa. On short notice. Well, we are past the top of the 3rd. So I think you're talking either the middle of the 3rd or the end of the 3rd. Did you want to give it? Because we are in the 3rd, sir. Top of the 3rd is before it starts. When would you like to do it? Here it goes. What Yankee has the most 150 RBI seasons, and how many? Oh boy, that's a double question. It's just a guess. Oh, that's a great guess by Gehrig. 150 RBI seasons. I shouldn't have guessed so many for Mantle. I stay with Mantle, but I'm going to go maybe Gehrig. It looks like Gehrig is the choice. Ivamy and Horlin, both for Lewis Gehrig. Yeah, because that's a shitload of runs batted in. Bill has Gehrig, the wrong count, and that means Horlin also wrong. Is it 5? Yeah, I might as well guess. Is it 4? Can I get some of that? It's going to be a red jelly bean all across the board for everyone who participated. Everybody. It's higher. Jesus Christ. I'm going to go with 7. Got to be careful. It can't be too high. Did Bill Ivamy top of the 4th? Got it. I got it, Jeff. 7. Well, that was just, that was a terrible guess. I'm not going to take any because I have Mike and Ike's for later. We're going to have a question after this inning from, and Kathy, you can come in anytime we know. Thank you, Frank, for giving me something there. But I was doing that on the tail end of your hints and the other questions. It's 2-0 Montreal, and we hope Kathy Harden will come through with something, especially during the 7th inning stretch. And I hope you like, Kathy, how others have taken on your great question format. Here's Stoneman to pitch the bottom of the 3rd. We're in overcast skies. I don't know how that's a Canadian question. Does that have something to do with your sensibilities, the way you think? Because I don't think Gehrig was not Canadian. He was a German-American, as far as I know. Stoneman taking his warm-ups. He's retired the first 6 Phillies with a 2-0 lead. Here's Mike Ryan to lead it off. And we have a question after this inning from, it's a Canadian baseball question that you're going to bring. Yes, top of the 4th. Here's Stoneman and the pitch to Ryan. That's going to be 5-9 right-handed, and he struck him out. And that's the 3rd for Stoneman. And he's retired the first 7 in this ball game. Now Don Money. the windup, and the pitch to Money. 2-6 right-handed, tapped it back to Stoneman. He fields it and throws it to Ron Fairley at first, 2 outs. And they will let Champion hit. They're going to let him, his first endurance is the 6. We're just going to give him another chance here to see what he can do, but besides walk batters and Here's Stoneman. And that's 6-7. Right-handed, walked him. So he's the first base runner for the Phillies today. A 2-out walk. It's about as worthwhile as a bucket of warm spit. Here's Tony Taylor now. Taylor 0 for 1. Stoneman from the stretch. That's 5-3 right-handed. Fly ball left X. Big Mac Jones. He's a 313. I wonder, though, about Casey saying that, because a hit can also advance a runner 2. So I'm not sure I'm a concrete contrarian. I'll always argue another side. This one's out to left for Big Mac Jones. He's a 313. Let's see if he can get this. 5-3. That's, he can't. It's an S2. It's a single advance 2. That's 6-8-11. E13. And it will be a single. And Champion will go to third. So Taylor with a big hit there. And here's Johnny Briggs in a very clutch situation. Briggs popped to second in the first. It's a clutch situation for Briggs. Stoneman and the pitch. That's going to be 5-5 left-handed. Grounds to short X for Wine. 344. (14-3). It's a ground ball 2. 6-9-10 E44. Whoa. And he throws him out for the third out of the inning. A nice play by Money. No runs, 1 hit, the walk to Champion. 2 were left on. So it stays 2-0 Montreal after 3. And now, you think, Frank, that 44 is high. Now, that's based on 162, but that was thrown out. Here it is from Bill Ivamy now. Give it up for Bill. Name the first player to play for both the Expos and the Jays. Oh, wow, that was quick. Joel Horland. Lord, that's quick. Ron Fairley, he says. Lord. Name the first player to play for both the Expos and the Jays, the 2 Canadian teams. Lord, that's correct. Well, Joel Horland, wow, amazing. Boy, you really know your shit. Lord, Horland with another one, stacking them up. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We have dark, gloomy clouds here in Philadelphia. The lights are on, and we're hoping to get this game in. It's play ball as usual until it starts raining. If it does, we don't know. And when we come back after about 2 minutes here, it's going to be the top of the 4th. It'll be Billy Champion, who's allowed 2 runs in 3 innings. This is about his last chance to not let up shit. Or maybe if he does, what are you gonna do? Wait for him to pinch hit or something. And Joel Horland will go in the middle of the fourth. There it is. There it is, denoting middle of the fourth. We'll be back in just a couple minutes, folks. This is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. 2-0 Montreal. Back here, Studio B, Jeffrey Guterman. I'm situated in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And coincidentally, there are overcast skies here today. I could use some rain. We have a question coming up from Joel Horland after this half inning. That's why I say give ample time. Just a suggestion, ample, when you not only give notice, but give ample notice. Oh, Bill Ivamy has a quickie here. You gonna squeeze it in right now? There's no rules. A quickie from Bill Ivamy. Squeeze it in. We have Joel on reserve, middle of the fifth. Go for it, sir. This is a quickie, and it's getting some attention here. He got that in before Bateman has even come up to the... Who was the second to play? Who was the second, I guess you assume second baseman, to play for the Jays? Oh, the second player. Boy, that is arcane. Bill Ivamy. So arcane, you guys really know your 70s, 80s, 90s, aughties, 10s baseball, and 20s. He announces for the Marlins. Boy, you sure as hell got me on that. I wouldn't know anything about that. Anybody at all? I don't think anyone's going to get that. Give it about 30 seconds, Bill Ivamy. We don't have any takers right now. Tommy Hutton, the ex-Philly and Dodger. Whoa, okay. And I believe Hutton was on these Phillies. Oh no, that's Terry Harmon. Isn't that silly of me? So silly. He is a good announcer, good for him. Well, some are just naturals, you know. Here's John Bateman. I mean, say what you want to say, but I think Frank Gifford was an excellent play-by-play. I mean, color, a lot of people can do color, but I think Monday does a fine job. But usually it's Stein, or whatever his name is, Steinert. But sometimes Monday does play-by-play just fine. Even Euchre does play-by-play. Rizzuto did play-by-play. Here's Bateman. Many did play-by-play. Here's Champion in his 4th inning. His first inning of fatigue is the 6th. Here's the pitch to Bateman now. That's going to be a 6-3 right-handed. Fly ball left. Oh, I love Euchre. Oh, he makes me laugh my ass off. 6-3 right-hander. Going back for that is Big Mac Jones, 313. That's a long fly. He's going to catch up with that. 5, 10, 12. 13. And he does catch up with it, and he makes the catch. Nice catch by Big Mac. Oh, wait a minute. I am so sorry. Shit. That's going to be all different. It's going to be Briggs a 310. I am so sorry. A little lapse there, but it's probably going to be a 17-3. It's still an F3, and he's an E10. With a 5, 10, 12. Yeah, he still makes the catch, so it's 1 away. Now here's Wine. There's the E44. Wine is 0 for 1. Pitch from Champion, 2-8, and he flies it to center for Heisel. And Heisel makes the catch. 2 down, maybe. A decent inning by Champion. Nice catch by Heisel out there. And here's Bill Stoneman, the pitcher, with 2 outs and nobody on. Great chance for Champion to settle down and have a 1-2-3 here in the 4th. Get ready for Joel's question in the middle of this inning. Here's Champion now, the windup and the pitch to Stoneman. 2-11, he chops it to second. And that is for Taylor, who throws to Allen, and the side is retired. So it's a 1-2-3 for Champion. Middle of the 4th, it's 2-0. Now I ask you all, please wait for it now. Please, oh please wait for this. This is going to be a good one. What 1966 Mathau Lemon movie was set in Cleveland and had football scenes during the Browns? And a very good movie, I might add. What 1966 Mathau Lemon movie was set in Cleveland and had football scenes featuring the Browns? Great movie. You know, in that movie, they have a scene, and I don't know the context, but there's some sort of contraption, an electrical contraption set up in the bathtub. I don't know if it was to help the character played by Jack Lemmon, who had hurt himself, but they had an identical replica of that in the lobby of the movie theater where I went to see that film. And it was at the Great Neck Theater in New York, the main theater. I forgot the name of it. And it was a great, I think he got hurt. He was a photographer and he got hurt, and I don't know what the plot was though. We've gone 3.5 And it's a 2-0 ball game, and coming out will be champion. Wait a minute, did I use champion last inning? Oh shit. That was there. This game may be completely fucked. This game may be completely fucked. Oh, wait a minute. Champion facing wine. Okay. And then in the bottom, there's that out. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be Stoneman coming out. I thought I was completely whacked. When you do that, you only have one choice, and that's go back and look at the same rolls, white everything out, and if you get too far along, you're screwed. So Stoneman comes out to pitch to the Phillies in the bottom of the 4th here at Connie Mack Stadium. Leading it off will be Dick Allen. Need some hitting here from the Phils. They trail 2-0. Here's Stoneman. That's 5-3 right-handed, fly ball left X. Big Mac Jones 313 going back. .313, that'll be a fly ball 2. E13, 6-12-17. Oh, it's a 3-base frickin' error. Oh, Lord, I'll let you look at that if you want. How do you do that? It was a 13 Jones, a 313 on a 13-3 F2, fine. And then Jones, an E13. And 6-12-17 is a relatively rare roll, and it is an E3. And how is that going to translate? That's going to translate to an F2 E3 base error. Fortunately, no one was on base, so a huge error for Big Mac Jones here in the 4th. That's the first error of this ball game. And they're just going to have to forget about Dick Allen and play that infield back. There's some thunder there. Is that thunder? There is some thunder. The wind is picking up. I like weather. Infield back with Allen on third, no outs. Here's Stoneman. .28 right-handed, and that'll be a base hit. That'll score Allen. It's unearned. And that makes it a 3-0 ball game. No real fault of Stoneman's. But he's ready to come out if he continues doing this kind of thing. Letting up hits and walks. And here's DJ Johnson. Callison on first, nobody out. Like I said, Turk Farrell is warming. DJ popped to the catcher, Bateman in the 2nd. And the pitch to Johnson. 2-9 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the 4th strikeout for Stoneman. Oh no, I won't take Stoneman out. What am I talking about? That's the weed. He's winning this game. That was just the first run. So you got to be careful when you listen to me. It's a first run for the Phillies. Here's Larry Heisel now. with Callison on first, 1 out. Heisel steps into the batter's box. He struck out in the second. Stoneman now from the stretch. 5-6, right-handed, struck him out, and that's the 5th for Stoneman. 2 down, and Mike Ryan is the batter. Those skies are threatening. Lord, hear that thunder. I don't know if you hear it. That's real world thunder. Okay, Ryan struck out in the third. 2 down with Callison on first, and the pitch to Ryan. 112, and he grounds it to short for Wine. And he throws him on out, and the side is retired. So Stoneman, though, he allows 1 run. It was the unearned run. The leadoff 3-base error by Big Mac Jones. And Allen came home on Callison's base hit. And we've gone 4. It's 2-1. And love to hear from anybody who has more questions. Indeed, I would. And here's Bill Champion now. Big test for Bill. Can he keep the Phillies in this ball game? And it'll be the top of the order, Gary Sutherland, coming up to hit. Okay, Champion is ready. That's 3-4 right-handed, fly ball left. For Briggs, he makes the catch. It's 1 away. Now, if any of you have any questions, just feel free to either post them, but preferably give us fair warning of about at least an inning ahead of middle, top, or end of an inning. We'll showcase it here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Now, Jim Ferry, he walked and singled, scored in the first on his walk, and then he tried to come home on a base hit by Big Mac Jones, and he was thrown out by right fielder Johnny Callison. But they did score a second run. Very left-handed hitter. Champion, here's the pitch. That's 6-7, left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Ferry, his second of the game. It was a 6-7 left-handed. So Ferry is on with 1 out, and here's Rusty Staub. The pitch from Champion. 4-10 left-handed, grounds to second. That will force Ferry for the second out, and Staub is on first with 2 outs. And here's Ron Fairley now. He walked twice. Oh. Okay, here's Champion. I was in black and white fortune cookie. Here's the pitch to Fairley. That's 1-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Fairley. Fortunately, they got the force. Staub rounds second. He'll go to third and hold. And now it's Fairley on first, Staub on third with 2 down. And the clutch situation for Mac Jones. They're going to walk him. Look at that. They're going to walk Big Mac Jones and pitch to Kevin Collins. They ought to bring Coco LaBoy in to knock them out of their socks, but no, they will pitch to Collins. We hope this doesn't backfire for the Phillies. An intentional walk to Big Mac Jones. Is it really? Really? That's worth watching, I'll tell you. I always look for free movies. You know, I'm always on YouTube looking for, and I watched one that was excruciating yesterday, and then I quit. Meteor. Let's see here. That'll be good. I'll put it in my history if it's true. Here it is, free with ads. Free with frickin' ads, people. Thank you, Joel. I have it on my history now. I peruse my history regularly. History is an invaluable method of finding stuff. Okay, Kevin Collins, left-handed hitter, with the bases full now, 2 outs. Champion, let's see if he can get out of this. This will be big if he can. And in that case, he might even pitch in the bottom of the 5th, but maybe not. Here's the pitch from Champion. That's 4-8 left-handed, and he struck him out. Champion gets Collins swinging. It does work, the intentional walk. That's the second strikeout for Champion, but he has been erratic, I'll tell you. Although it's no runs in the top of the 5th, 2 hits, the intentional walk, and 2 left on. 3 left on, I'm sorry. We've gone 4.5, and it is a 2-1 ball game. I'm going to go ahead and put the meatballs in the oven, the Swedish meatballs, and I think come in a little bit, we'll be ready for that without any sort of interference in the ball game. Oh! It's nothing. There we go. Bottom of the 5th, and here's Stoneman now. Big situation to see if we stay with Champion. I think we'll hit for him. Look at him. He has not fared very well today as he would enter his first endurance inning. I think that's fair. Here's Money to lead it off. 0 for 1, tap back to Stoneman in the 3rd. The pitch to Money. 5-9 right-handed, struck him out. I have a question on the top of the 7th, and of course, we're hoping for a double shot from Kathy Harden in the middle of the 7th, or sooner. Let's see. It's going to be a hitter here for Bill Champion. He comes out the loser of record. It's only 2-1, but they're not really going to stay with him. Turk Farrell will come in next inning. He pitched in this game in real world. Champion goes 5. Yeah, allowed only 4 hits, if you will, but 3, 4, 5, 6 walks, one of them intentional. He struck out 2, and he allowed 2 runs. That's not so bad, but he's thrown a lot of pitches. Oh, Save the Tiger. He won Best Actor for Save the Tiger, Bill. And folks, if you haven't seen Save the Tiger, that is one intense movie. Lord. Let's see who's going to hit here for champion with 1 out, nobody on. Against the right-hander Stoneman. Well, Harmon came in to pinch hit, so I think that would make sense for me to use him to pinch hit. Baseball, yes, baseball is in it. I remember he was with that young lady the hitchhiker. Oh yeah. Sort of reminds me of us, huh? But not quite as desperate. Terry Harmon. Just such a well done frickin' movie. Harmon steps into the batter's box, right-handed hitter. 1 out, nobody on, Stoneman on the mound. Here's Stoneman now. Pitch to Harmon, 4-9 right-handed, grounds it to third for Collins. And he throws it over to Ron Fairley for the 2nd out. Stoneman pitching pretty good baseball. The only run was an unearned run on a 3-base triple by Jones out in left. So it was a great scene. 2 outs, nobody on. Tony Taylor at the plate. The windup and the pitch by Stoneman. 6-9 right-handed, and he struck him out. And I'll tell you, Stoneman has been tough. That's his 7th strikeout. And his first endurance inning will be next inning. We've gone 5. And it's still a 2-1 ball game. And it's starting to drizzle here. It's drizzling here in Philadelphia. 2 no-hitters for the Expos, Bill Ivamy says. Yeah, I think I remember that, hearing that. I'm not certain. Some of my memories have gotten to be memories of memories. Sometimes these snoozers turn out to be pretty good games. No shit, Frank. No frickin' shit. We were reckoned to start the top of the 6th, but the umpire crew has called for a rain delay. And what that means is the tarp is coming out here on Connie Mack Stadium. And we're getting some report that it is due to move. That this is due to move. How soon, we do not know, and you continue to watch this broadcast at your discretion, as we are in a delay now. I will promise this: I will do everything to get this game in. Stand by. I'm going to have another update in about 10 minutes. Rain. Oh, yeah. Yeah. How about Rain's Song by Led Zeppelin? Is that a song? Rain's Song. How about Riders of the Storm by The Doors? But that's some real world rain for you. It's a rain delay here in Philly. What you're looking at is a rain in Fort Lauderdale, but it's just coincidental. There is also rain in Philadelphia. And I'm more than glad to engage with anybody in the chat. Anybody about anything. All right, Frank. All right, Frank. We have a rain delay question from Bill Ivamy. Here it is now. Let's give it up. Name the 4 teams Billy Martin managed in the AL. I didn't know he managed for Oakland. Wow, great question. Joel's quick, but the others get it too. I'm going to give one of these out to everybody. Give it out to all. I say all shall win prizes, a red jelly bean for all. That kind of looks more like a red jelly bean, right? Like that. We are in a rain delay. We should have an update in about 5 minutes. Stand by.
Please stand by, everybody. Hi, Jeffrey. Yeah, sure. Feel free. I'm easy. You know that. You're in a rain delay, huh? Hey, everybody. Welcome to another game of Strat-O-Matic baseball.
Well, I'm going to give you the update. The update is that the rain is coming down. The rain is coming down harder than ever, and fortunately, due to the generosity of Steve Aqualung, who's playing a game now live, we are going to, during the rain delay, and I'll give you updates during it, we're going to be afforded to watch on a simulcast Steve's ball game from his 1966 replay, Phillies at the Braves. Phillies at the Braves. It's a little light there on the...
He's 0-2 on the season in 6 appearances, 1 save, an ERA of an even 8.
A little...
9 innings, 16 hits allowed, only 3 strikeouts.
Little light on the...
And welcome, Kenyon. Good to see you again. Both right-handers.
I hope you can have...
Thanks again to Bob for these wonderful score sheets. Jeffrey, if you like this sheet, let me know. I can email you a copy. Well, I don't have your email, but we can figure something out. So you've got more room for your pitchers, a larger space for the fielding ratings, and there's even a running rating. I didn't use that the first 2 games, and I'm trying it today. It doesn't take any longer to write it in. Of course, being a creature of habit, I'll probably forget that it's there.
I'll have updates about every 15 minutes, folks, on the rain delay. It's 2-1 Montreal over Philly after 6 in our 1969 replay.
Due to the family celebration yesterday. However, I'll give you the starting lineups and we'll get going here. For the Phillies, it's going to be John Briggs leading off. Dick Grote bats second. Bill White in the 3 spot. Johnny Callison hits cleanup. Tony Gonzalez in left. Cookie Rojas at second base today, batting 6th. Tony Taylor hit 7th. Clay Dalrymple will bat 8th, and Bunning, the pitcher, hits 9th. We'll set the Braves defensively for you. Behind the plate will be Joe Torre catching Clay Carroll. The infield, Lee Thomas at first. Woody Woodward at second. Dennis Menke at short. Eddie Matthews at third. Outfield left to right of Alou, Geiger, and Aaron. And the umpires are saying play ball. Hey, welcome, Franklin.
And again, this is a 1966 replay.
Umpires say play ball. And John Briggs stands in for his first at bat of the game. Carroll ready to work. Briggs comes into the game hitting .423, 11 for 26.
He's a good... Bunning is pitching. Steve is a good broadcaster. He's sort of a no-nonsense broadcaster with a few quips.
Left-handed struck him out. So Carroll strikes out Briggs. 1 down, and we are underway here. And here's Dick Grote now. Grote comes in. Let's see. I find his numbers here. He's way down there at 200. That's 10 for 50. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Carroll into his windup. Here's the pitch of .412 right-handed. Grounder to first base X. That's Lee Thomas. Thomas a .418 as he ranges to his right. Here's the play. 13, the E rating. That'll be a 6. On a, what did I say he was, an 18, and he boots it. 1 base error, Lee Thomas. And Grote is aboard. So E3, error Atlanta.
All right, Bill Ivamy, that's a good analogy.
And that'll bring up Bill White. Bill White, of course, ranked among the National League RBI leaders. He comes in hitting .288, 4 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Grote taking his lead now. Carroll from the stretch. Here's the White. 6-8 against the left-hander. A tapper down to first. That's going to be Thomas. Down to Menke, and that's all they'll get. A 3-6 force. 2 down, and White is on first. He's a star 17 stealer. Let's check the battery. Carroll a -1, Torre a 0. That'd make him a 16. He'll have to be held on making him a 14 with 2 out.
He's got
Callison's going to hit away now.
He's got the super advanced.
Callison comes in at 313, just 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He does have 5 doubles.
He keeps stats on going.
On the stretch. 3-8 against the right-hander. High fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Aaron. It's off the wall. Extra bases. It's a double. It's going to be an open double. White can try to score on that. Aaron -2 and right. White 2 out, 15, 17 minus 215. He's coming. Here's Aaron's throw. He hits the cutoff man. Woodward. Holy cow, what did I say he was? 17, 15, 7, 15. He's out at the plate. Can you believe it? Oh my God, they had to do a replay on that.
That's a shame.
16, he is thrown out at the plate on a beautiful relay. Aaron to Woodward to Torrey. White is gunned down at the plate. And that'll do it for the Phillies in the first. And welcome, Mike. Glad to have you, sir. Mike's for the Phillies. Phillies just had a runner thrown out at the plate in the top of the first inning, and we go to the bottom. Bottom of the first, Bunning getting loose. Bunning, one of Jeffrey's favorite people, right? No, I'm kidding.
He remembers. I don't like
Felipe
Bunning.
Alou will lead it off for the Braves. He's high in several league-leading categories. He's batting .329. 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, but he's got 7 doubles and a league-leading 5 triples for a total of 14 extra base hits through the first 3 weeks of the season. Did he really, Kenyon? I did not know that. Dick Groat played in the NBA? Well, I'll be damned. Holy cow. Bunning ready to go now. Here's the windup. To Felipe, a 5-4 right-handed grounder to third base X. That's Tony Taylor. Taylor, a 3E16. Moves towards the line. Here's the play. A 15. He's got it. Nice play, Taylor. He throws him out. 1 down. So Alou retired 5-3X. And here's Gary Geiger, the center fielder, batting second. Oh, I didn't give you the lineups. Good grief. I was doing it slightly differently. Felipe Alou, of course, led off in left field. Gary Geiger hit second. Hank Aaron in his usual 3 spot. Lee Thomas cleanup. Joe Torre bats 5th. Eddie Matthews in the 6th spot. Dennis Menke 7th. Woody Woodward 8th, and Clay Carroll 9th. The Phillies defensively have Dalrymple catching Bunning. Bill White at first, Cookie Rojas at second, Dick Groat at shortstop, and Tony Taylor at third base, with an outfield left to right of Gonzalez, Briggs, and Callison. With 1 away, here's Geiger. Gary Geiger hitting just .208. That's 5 for 24, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Bunning into the one. Geiger, it's a 6-6 left-handed tapper down to first. White will take it to the bag. 2 down. And here's Hank Aaron now. Aaron steps to the plate, hitting just .192, but 6 home runs and 14 RBIs. 2 out, nobody on. Bunning into the windup. Pitch to Henry Aaron, a 2-5, and he walks in, ball 4.
It's
So
early
2
in the
out,
season.
Aaron.
We'll have an update in about 6
Aaron, a
minutes
star 19 ought to be held on. Bunning a poor hole, a +2.
on the rain delay.
Dalrymple a -2, so that cancels that out. Still a 19, held on, he's a 17. 2 outs, there's no reason not to try for that. He needs a 7. He gets a 4, he does not establish a good lead, and here's Lee Thomas. From the stretch, 6-11 left-handed fly to right field X, that's Callison. Callison, an excellent 2E3 out there. As he ranges to the gap, error range 7 on an E3. Fine running catch by Callison to end the inning. 9 hits, side retired. We played an inning, and we are scoreless. And Mike points out that Thomas went on to be the GM of the Phils. I do remember that. In the late 80s. Clay Carroll getting loose for the second inning. Probably can hear that cat behind me. Tony Gonzalez will lead it off for Philadelphia. Gonzalez comes in at 308. 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Karl the sign from Torrey now. Here's Gonzalez. It's a 3-6 right-handed, double to 9 on a 15. He'll settle for a long single. So Gonzalez aboard to lead off the second. Not a threat to steal. Pretty good runner, 1 to 14. And here's Cookie Rojas. Rojas hitting just 216, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Karl from stretch. It's a 3-9 right-handed grounder to short. That's going to be 2. Menke to Woodward on to Thomas. Double play. 6-4-3. Erases the base runner. There's 2 outs and nobody on, and Tony Taylor will be the hitter. Taylor filling in for the injured Dick Allen. Allen with a sore shoulder. Might be available for pinch hitting duty, although not likely just yet. What is Taylor doing in the replay? Well, let's have a look. He's hitting just 170, 8 for 47. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. And here's the pitch from Karl. 2-9 right-handed, a grounder to third. Eddie Matthews has it. Across to Thomas, and that will do it in the second. No runs to hit, no one left on.
We hope you understand this is Jeffrey Guterman doing a simulcast of the game. The Phillies at the Braves in the 1966 replay set forth by John Aquilung, and we have a rain delay here in Philadelphia. It's 2-1 Expos, and we're hearing some optimistic news that the rain is expected to move, but how soon they don't know. They're hoping within the hour, but we'll see. Let's get back to this ball game.
Torrey retired 5-3, and the batter will be Eddie Matthews. Matthews on the downside of his career, of course, at this point. Still had a 420 slugging, even what could be considered an off year for him. What's he doing in the replay? 270, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Bunning gets the sign now from Dalrymple. Eddie Matthews on a 2-4, flight to left, that's playable for Gonzalez. He's right there, 2 down. And here's Dennis Menke now as we were looking in this morning's stat broadcast. Currently the leading vote getter for all-star shortstop in the National League, despite his rather poor defense, 4E38. Menke hitting 284. 3 home runs, 10 RBIs. He has 5 doubles and 2 triples. Yeah, I can see how he's getting those points. He's got 10 extra base hits and 10 RBIs. Atlanta in their 20th game of the season. Bunting into the windup. Pitch to Menke, a 4-8 right-handed single to 17. That's down for a base hit. And Menke aboard with a 2-out single. So Menke clearly an offensive-minded shortstop, and hey, here's Woody, personal favorite of mine. Woody comes in hitting .311, no home runs, but 8 RBIs. Oh, thanks, Franklin. Yes. Well, the thing is, I can't see the screen with the glasses. it's far enough away from here. Here, I'll show you here. I normally don't, but see, that's just far enough away that I actually have to peek over the top of my glasses to read the chat, and it's just far enough away that I can't read it all that well. So, you know, the problems of being retirement aged, I guess we could file that under. Or, as some wiser man than me once said, it's hell getting old, but it certainly beats the alternative. So here's Woodward now. Runner on first, 2 down from the stretch. Bunting delivers a 4-9, swung on and missed strike 3. And that will do it for the Braves in the second. No runs a hit, 1 left. And just like that, we're scoreless after 2. Just getting underway. Pour yourself a cup, find a comfy chair, and spend an hour with me.
We have
Karl gets ready to go in the third.
Just to let you know, we have the rain delay here in our game here on the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It is 2-1 Montreal. And Turk Farrell will be the pitcher coming in to pitch the top of the 6th if and when this rain ends. We hope it will end within the hour. Meanwhile, we're watching Phillies at Braves May 3rd in the 1966 replay
struck him out
by John Aquilog.
Dalrymple down on strikes in the practice I've just started recently of circling Ks when they're on the hitter's card. And here's Bunting. Bunting, I didn't write his 2WR. I just forgot to write. Oh, I put it up in Dalrymple's spot. Oh my goodness. Nice going, Steve.
Steve Aquilung, I'm sorry.
You know, he'd love to, Mike. He would love the opportunity. Bunting, a right-hander, 2W. The pitch for Karl. 4-6 right-hander. That's a triple to 3. And on a 10, Bunting's got himself a base hit. How about that? A 1-out single for Bunting. And that'll bring up Briggs. Struck out his first time up. Karl gets the sign from Torrey, now working from the stretch. A pitch to the left-handed Briggs. 4-5 left-handed, triple to 1. That's a double. That's down for extra bases. An open double. Bunting could try to score on that. He probably won't. It's to center. Geiger is a +1, but at 1 through 10 pitcher, that's 11. He's going to hold up. The old adage, never make the second out of the inning at home plate. You all know don't make the first or third out at third base, but how many know never make the second out at home? These are words that I live by, okay? And of course, you guys that watch regularly know, or I should say are familiar with my rather conservative base running style. However, in the third inning, the Braves will pull the infield in here for Grote. Grote reached on an error in the first, was forced. Infield in, here's the pitch from Clay Karl. That's a 5-5 right-handed, swung on and missed strike 3, and oh my goodness, what a huge strikeout there for Clay Karl, his third of the ballgame. And here's Bill White, the man with 17 RBIs. This is the Phillies' 15th game of the season, just to give you an idea. Better than an RBI a game so far. Infield back now. Karl delivers to White. 2-5, double to 6 on a, hell, I can't tell now on this one. I think that's a, yeah, there's the 6 with the dot. So that's a 9. I can barely see the little dot. I used a different 20. I don't like this one either. Anyway, let's review the play. Double to 6, it's a 9. It's a single, 2 stars. And both runs will come in. I apologize, that was anticlimactic. Bunning scores, Briggs scores on a 2 RBI single by Bill White. That gives him 19 RBIs. And he takes over, actually he moves into a tie with Lou Johnson for the National League lead. Okay, let me go back to the old one. Let's see what we've got here. I've got a couple of 20s. I replaced that one that I didn't like the 4 on, but this is even worse. Okay, there's the 4 that's kind of scuffed. Oh yeah, that's a much nicer 4. Okay, we're going to put a new 20-sided into play.
Aqualung indeed does a very good broadcast.
Yeah, the 9's clearly, ooh, we have the 6 visible. There we go. Let's check White's stealing. He's a star 17. He'll have to be held on. Karl -1, Torrey is 0, making him a 14. And here's Johnny Callison. Callison doubled his first time up. Karl from the stretch. Callison. 3-8 right-handed. High fly ball to deep right field. Aaron back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. Home run, Johnny Callison. It's 4-0. Look at that again. 1 through 4. 3-8 right-handed. He rolls the 4 and just does clear the fence with a 2-run homer. Holy cow, look at that for Johnny Callison.
And not only that, I might mention Steve Aqualung uses a computer program to make it easy for him, easier, to keep updated standings of his replays. And you'll hear him rattle off statistics, and that's quite a bonus.
This was a while in real life, as you can see off to the left of the team names, the real life score of this ball game. Rojas Taylor. These are the closer combinations. Let me go to my computer here for a second. I want to check the usage display on these.
This is a simulcast of a live ball game. Phillies at Braves. Looks like it's 4-0 now in the third. Top of the third, Phillies leading. Steve Aqualung. We have a rain delay in our 69 replay, and we expect this to resume about 5:15. About 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time, with the score 2-1 Montreal over Philly.
Karl into the 5-6 left-handed. Flight or right field is playable for Aaron. Barely has to move, and that will retire the side. 4 big runs for the Phillies on 4 hits. The big blow, of course, a 2-run blast by Johnny Callison. And they take a 4-0 lead to the bottom of the third. Yeah, they do, Franklin. They get 1 penny on the dollar, I think, adjusted after inflation, of course. Here's Karl at the bottom of the third. He'll bat. I don't know why, but he will. Bunning ready to work now. The right-hander, 2 right-handers. 1-4, swung on and missed, strike 3. Not surprisingly, Karl won the pitcher's hitting card, strikes out, 1 down, and here's Alou. Alou tapped to third his first time up. Bunning now into the windup. Pitch to Alou is a 5-9 right-handed, grounder down to short. Grote has it, throws him out, and quickly there are 2 away in the third. And here comes Geiger. The Braves would love for Geiger to get on here and give Aaron a shot this inning. Bunning gets the sign from Dalrymple. Gary Geiger, a 4-8 left-handed tapper to second. Rojas has it cleanly. Flips to White. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bunning. And we've completed 3. It's Phillies 4, Braves nothing. The Phillies, of course, come in 8 and 6. The Braves come into the game with an 8 and 11 mark. And we'll pause for a commercial message from Franklin from Red Rose Tea. Moving along to the 4th, Cookie Rojas will lead things off. Bounced into a double play to short his first time up. Karl got knocked around a bit last inning. Trying to settle down here. Here's the windup. Pitch to Rojas is a 5'8" right-handed grounder to second base. X. That's going to be Woodward. Woodward a 324. And here's the play. On a 6, he makes a fine play and throws him out, 1 down. So Rojas retired. 4-3-X. And that'll bring up Tony Taylor. Taylor bounced to third his first time up. Karl gets the sign, the windup, and the pitch. 2-10 right-handed. Fly to right. That's playable for Aaron. Aaron moving to his right a bit and gloves it for the out. 2 down, and Clay Dalrymple will be the hitter now. Dalrymple struck out in the third. Karl into the windup. 6'4", left-handed is center field X. That's Geiger, a 2'7". Fine defensive outfielder. As he ranges to the gap. 11 is the error rating, so that's a 10. On an E7, he makes the catch for the out. Fine running catch by Geiger. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Karl, who settles down a bit here in the 4th. So 1-2-3 go the Phillies in the 4th, still 4-0 as we move to the bottom of the inning. And here's Globetrotter Fuddies. Am I saying that right? And greetings from Germany. Well, greetings to you in Germany, Globetrotter. And Globetrotter ordered the game last week and can't wait for it. Is that your first one, Globetrotter? Or are you just talking about ordering the new cards? It'll be the heart of the order for Atlanta in the bottom of the 4th. Aaron, Thomas, and Torrey. Aaron walked his first time up. Bunting away. Pitch to the hammer and Hank is a 4-12. First base X ground ball. That's White. White, a 1E10. About as good as they come down there. Gold glove caliber. And here's the play on a 5. He makes a fine stop. Underhands to Bunting covering. 1 down. Here's Lee Thomas now. Flew to right his first time up. Digging Franklin's new logo there. Bunting gets the sign, the windup. Hit to Lee Thomas, 2-7 right-handed. Fly ball into center, shallow fly ball. Briggs coming on now. Makes the catch 2 away. And that'll bring up Joe Torre. Torre, who would love an opportunity to show off his blazing speed, grounded to third in the first. Bunting the windup now. Pitch to Joe, 4-6 right-handed. That's a triple to 3. That's down into the corner and right, bouncing around. Torrey rounding second. Here he comes. The throw from Callison. He's in there. And there you go, Mike. It's a triple for Joe Torre. His third, I want to say. Let me go back to the primary stats here. Yes, it's his third triple of the season. Holy crap, can you believe it? Let's look at it again. 4-6 right-handed, triple to 3. The roll is a 3. And Torrey slides into third with a 2-out triple. Now with 2 down, Eddie Matthews will try to pick him up. Matthews flew out to left his first time up today. Now bunting into the wind. Pitch to Matthews, 2-4 right-handed, fly to left, playable for Gonzalez. He's right there to make the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs a hit. They leave poor Speedy Torrey stranded at third base. We're through 4. It's 4-0 Phillies. Oh, excellent. So it is Globetrotters' first game ever. Oh, hard to get the game in Europe. That's interesting. And to me, honestly, surprising. I would think these days, with the internet and whatnot, you could pretty much buy anything anywhere. I've bought records and CDs from Great Britain before. Sometimes you get a better deal if you check the prices on Amazon UK compared to US. It's surprising. It's actually sometimes cheaper, even with the shipping, on Amazon UK, which I find really weird also, but that's what it is. Top of the 5th, Bunting will lead it off for the Phillies. He singled and came around to score his first time up. Karl getting the sign from Torrey now. It's a 2-9, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Bunting retired on strikes. Top of the order, Johnny Briggs. Briggs 1 for 2 with a double. Karl into the windup. The pitch to Johnny Briggs. It's a 2-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. And of course, we ignore the injuries, so don't worry about that. 2 down, and Dick Grote will be the hitter. Grote's 0 for 2 today. Karl gets his sign. Pitch to Grote, 3-7 right-handed, fly to center field. Geiger backing up a bit and takes it for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 inning for Clay Karl, who's settled down nicely now. And it's still a 4-0 ball game. And at this point, I'm going to take a short break and use the facility. Sorry about that. At my age, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
We are watching a simulcast of a live game by Steve Aquilung in his 66 replay baseball. 4-0 Phillies heading to the bottom of the 5th. It was raining in Philadelphia. It's starting to let up. And we are now getting an official report that they expect this game to resume at about 5:15 p.m. Eastern. As the rain is letting up, they're going to need some time to pull off the tarp and whatnot. And when that happens, we will get right back to you for this ball game. But for now, we are enjoying a simulcast, permission granted by Steve.
And we are back. Thank you, gentlemen. That will make for a much more comfortable bottom of the 5th, at least for me. I'm going to clean off my glasses here while I'm taking a break. Anything I can do to see just a little bit better, certainly a worthwhile endeavor. Bottom of the order for Atlanta as we go to the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Menke, Woodward, and Karl's spot. Menke singled his first time up, now bunting, getting the sign from Dalrymple. Pitch to Menke, a 4-7 right-handed, a double to 4, but on a 7, that's going to hang up for Briggs in center, who will make the catch one away. Largely depends what Woodward does as to whether or not we're going to bat for Karl. Woodward struck out his first time out. There's the pitch on a 1-12. Tapper down to first. White will take it himself, and there's 2 down. And with 2 down and no one on, may as well let Karl stay in. My theory being, what are the odds of mounting the rally with 2 outs and nobody on?
And they did that. Back then, they did that kind of thing.
Bunting with the pitch to Kenny Karl. It's a 1-10. Swung on and missed strike 3. Karl strikes out for the second time today. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Bunting. And through 5 complete, it's 4-0 Phillies. And Mike, for MVP of the game, you mean, Tori? White, Callison, and Gonzalez due for Philadelphia. Bill White 1 for 2, a 2-run single in the 5th. Karl gets the sign from Tori now. Let's move that over a little
Right
bit.
now, I would give it to Bunting.
Pitch to Bill White.
Bunting.
2-7 right-handed fly to center. Geiger's under it. 1 down.
I give it to Bunting with the shutout.
Here's Callison now. Callison, if you're talking MVP of the game, double and a 2-run home run so far. Pretty good case to be made for Johnny Callison as Karl goes into the windup. 2-4 right-handed, a pop-up right side. Woodward under it. He'll take it, and quickly there's 2 away in the 6th. And here's Gonzalez now, 1 for 2 today. 2 down, nobody on. The pitch from Clay Karl. 3-7 right-handed, base hit into right field. It's a 2-out single for Tony Gonzalez, and he's 2 for 3 today. And that'll bring up Cookie Rojas, 0 for 2 so far. Karl working out of the stretch. That's a 6-10 right-handed shortstop X ground ball. It's Menke, a 4E38. Always an adventure with Menke, and here's the play. 17, he makes the play and throws him out. Nice job, Menke. 6-3X, the side is retired. No runs, a hit, 1 left.
We were in a rain delay.
Here's Bunting now, getting ready to go to work in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order for Atlanta as they try to get something going. Bunting's only allowed 2 hits so far. He's been in complete command. He's struck out only 3 though. Here's Felipe Alou, 1 for 2. Bunting the sign from Dalrymple. Here's the pitch to Felipe. 3-5 right-handed, base hit. Base hit up the middle, and Felipe's aboard to lead off the 6th. Not a threat to steal. And that'll bring up Gary Geiger, the center fielder. He's also 0 for 2 today. As Bunting comes set, and from the stretch, the pitch to Geiger, a 2-5 right-handed, base hit into right field. That's an open single. Lou can try to go to third on that. However, Callison has a rifle -4 at right. A loo of 14 to third 16 minus 412 with nobody out. I don't think so.
Let's go.
He's going to hold up at second.
Let's go Braves here.
And the Braves have something going here in the bottom of the sixth.
Aaron.
And look who's coming up.
Come on, Henry. Henry.
6 home runs on the season so far. Running in a bit of a jam now for the first time today, really. From the stretch, the pitch to Henry Aaron, a 5-11 fly ball to right field B. That's caught by Callison. He could tag up and go to third on that. That's a loo, that is. 14-16 minus 412 again, no way. And there's one away. Here's Lee Thomas now. He's 0 for 2. Bunting trying to get out of this jam now. Braves trying to get somebody across the plate. 4-5 left-handed high fly ball, a deep right field. Back goes Callison. That's going to be off the wall for extra bases. It's an open double. A lose in to score. Geiger can try to score as it bounces into center field. It's picked up by Briggs, who's a +2. Geiger of 14-16 +2, 18. Here he comes. Here's the throw on an 18. He's in there. It's a 2-run double for Lee Thomas, and it's a 4-2 ball game. How about that? Lee Thomas with a 1-out double knocks in 2.
Thomas went to third on the throw.
And here's Torrey, as Mike says, MVP of the league.
Unless I'm missing something.
Well, maybe, Mike. Did you catch the stat stream? Hang on a second here. Let's look at something. League leaders. Where is he in OPS, for example? Well, he's 11th in the league in OPS. That's not bad at all.
I don't like to correct people, though, because it's discouraging. It's humiliating. It's, you know. So I don't like to do that. That's the way I play.
And here he is.
All runners.
Runner at second, one down.
Move up a base on a throw.
Running an S8, so that's
ahead of them.
Issue. The pitch to Torrey. 3-7, 2-star single, RBI single.
Well,
Thomas comes in to score. It's a 4-3 ball game.
Didn't matter.
And Torrey drives in another one. Making a case for MVP. 4-3, 4 hits now surrendered by Bunting in the inning. He'd only allowed 2 hits in the game coming into the inning.
Glad to see Bunting getting hit.
Now there's action in the Philadelphia pen.
And I'm getting word officially now. This game will absolutely resume at 5:15. The Terp has been taken off the field.
And he's joined by lefty Darryl Knowles
for our game in Philadelphia.
Now runner on first, one down. Bunting from the stretch, 5'9", left-handed, swung on and missed strike 3. So Bunting fans Matthews, 2 away, and it'll be up to Menke.
Clutch situation.
1 for 2 today.
For Menke.
Bunting from the stretch. 6'7", right-handed, tapper down to third. Taylor has got it, throws him out, and that will end the inning. But we've got a ball game as the Braves push across 3 in the 6th on 4 hits and leave 1. We've completed 6 here in Atlanta. It is Phillies 4, Braves 3. And once again, the Strat gods have blessed us.
The rain delay is done. It's clear skies now. They expect it clear for the rest of the ball game. This game between Montreal 2, Philadelphia 1 will resume at 5:15 p.m. Eastern, probably after this game, shortly after this game, coincidentally.
Would they hit for Bunting in the 7th? We'll have to see.
We're watching Steve
Carol
Aquilung.
gets the sign from Torrey now.
Aquilung.
Tony Taylor. 2-4 right-handed. Single to 13 on an 18. That liner is going to find the glove of Woody Woodward. Oh, my line drive out right into the glove of Woodward.
And it's the
And here's Dalrymple now.
66 replay, first of a 3. Philly at Atlanta, 4-3. 4-3 Philly.
6-3 left-handed. Fly to left field X. That's Alou. He's a 2E7 in left. Here's the roll on the play. On an 8 error rating, a 6 on an E7, and it's going to be a 2-base error on Felipe Alou. Oh my God. Alou with an error. And Dalrymple winds up at second base for the Braves, their second error of the game.
Bad break for the Braves.
Bunting a B bunter. He's going to swing away. 2-6 struck him out. So Bunting goes down on strikes for the second time today. He's 1 for 3 though, not bad for a pitcher. And it'll be up to Johnny Briggs. Briggs 1 for 3, doubled and scored back in the third. And here's the pitch to Briggs. 110 right-handed, high fly ball to deep right field. Back goes Aaron on the track and makes the catch just shy of the wall. Home run to 14 on a 19. Just does stay in the park, and Aaron will make the catch to retire the side. So Johnny Briggs gave it a ride. Just got under it a little bit too much. And the Phillies are retired in the 7th. 4-3 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Both starting pitchers still in the game.
He moves a lot more quickly than I do.
They might have the heart of an R2-D2 as well, Franklin. Here's Woody to lead it off. He's 0 for 2 today. Bunting into the one. It's to Woody. It's going to be a 3-9 right-handed. A tapper down to third. Taylor has it. Throws him out, 1 down. And trailing in the 7th, the Braves will have to send up a hitter for Karl. Karl didn't do badly. Billy Odell, who had joined Necro in the pen throwing. Karl worked 7 innings today. 1, 5, 6 hits. Actually, it felt like more, to be honest with you. I guess because so many of them were in the 3rd inning there. 4 runs. All 4 earned. He did not walk a batter. 3, 4, 5, struck out 6. Isn't that funny? It's a better line than I would have expected for how he's pitched. What do you think? And now we'll have a batter for him. Versus Bunting. The bowling DeLahas. They need somebody to get on, however. They're going to go with Marty Keogh, the computer-only left-handed batter here.
Oh.
Let's check Keogh's numbers on the season. Just 3 ball games for Keogh. He's 0 for 3 so far. Standing in from the left side. Here's the pitch from Bunning. 2-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So down goes Keogh, 2 down, and it'll be Felipe Alou. Bunning gets the sign from Dalrymple. Here's the pitch to Alou. 6-7 right-handed, tapper down to third. Taylor, again, over to White. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bunning. We're through 7. It's Phillies 4, Braves 3. And Jeffrey's rain delay is over in 1969. Well, thank you, Jeffrey. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for the exposure. I do appreciate it. Care to give us a little teaser as to the score of the game? Odell coming on, a good card. What has he done in the replay? He's been in 4 ball games. He's 1-0 with a 0 ERA. It's just 3 innings of work. 3 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and no runs allowed. And he'll be looking at Grote, White, and Callison here in the 8th. Phillies up by a run. Odell gets his sign from Joe Torre now. The pitch to Dick Grote. 4-12 right-handed. It's first base X. That's Lee Thomas, a 4E18. Thomas to his right. Here's the roll on play. On a 19, he's got it. Underhands to Odell. 1 down. Here's Bill White now. White 1 for 3. Drove in 2 of the 4 runs. Left on left as Odell comes set. Pitch to White, a 1-11 left-handed. Foul ball right side. Thomas drifting into foul ground. He's got it. And quickly there are 2 down in the 8th. And the batter will be Callison. Callison 2 for 3, a double and a home run. Knocked in the other 2 Philly runs. Left on left as Odell comes set and the pitch. 4-10 left-handed, single to 15 and on to 15. Johnny Callison has himself a 2-out single, so he's 3 for 4 today. Star 15, but Odell with a -5 hold. He'd be a 10 not hill. There's no need to hold him. And here's Gonzalez. Let's take a look at the Philly bench. Doesn't make him any worse defensively, that's for sure. Jackie Brand is going to hit for Gonzalez and take over in left field. Brand, a 2E5 -2, so the same rating as Gonzalez, only with a better...
You're watching a simulcast of a game broadcast by Steve Aqualung live. Phillies 4, Braves 3 in his 1966 replay. We'll resume our game, Montreal at Philly, at about a quarter after the hour, and that should coincide with the conclusion of this ball game. Actually, yeah, moving to the bottom of the 8th. Braves.
In Jeffrey Guterman's game, it is Montreal 2, Phillies 1 after 5. So we got the Phillies in both games today. That's pretty cool. Braves come to bat in the bottom of the 8th, trailing by a run. They'll have Geiger, Aaron, and Thomas. Gary Geiger, 1 for 3 so far today.
Oh, Lord.
Bunting the sign from Dalrymple. The windup. Pitch to Geiger, a 4-3 left-handed base hit up the middle, and Geiger's aboard
There
to
you
lead
go.
off the inning.
That's the tying run.
So a leadoff single by Gary Geiger, and here comes Henry Aaron. Rick Wise joins Darryl Knowles in the Philly pen as Aaron stands in. This is Bunning's first inning of potential fatigue. Working from the stretch, here's the pitch to Henry Aaron. 6-12, right-handed, a high fly ball to deep left field. Brandt going back and makes the catch on the track. Woo! Oh man, he just got under that one.
No ballpark.
And that'll bring up Lee Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 3, drove in 2 with a double in the 6th. He has the big hit for Atlanta today. Torrey drove in the other run. Bunning from the stretch. To Thomas, 2-8 right-handed, pops him up right side. Rojas, infield fly rule. He makes the catch for the out. And it'll be up to Joe Torre. 2 for 3, single and a triple, knocked in a run. Bunning from the stretch now, the pitch to Joe Torre. 6-5, right-handed, fly to center and playable for Briggs. Briggs is right there, and that will do it. No runs a hit rather, they leave one. And through 8 innings of play is Philadelphia 4, Atlanta 3. Necro still throwing in the Atlanta bullpen. Odell will take the mound for his second inning of work, and it will be Rojas, Taylor, and Dalrymple. Cookie Rojas 0 for 3 today. Odell into the windup. It's a 1-9 left-handed tapper to short. Menke's got it. Throws him out one away. And here's Tony Taylor now, also 0 for 3. Odell getting his sign. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-5 left-handed, tapper down to second. Woodward's got it. Flips over to Thomas, and quickly there are 2 away in the ninth. And it will be up to Dalrymple, the catcher. Dalrymple's pretty decent left on left. Odell, the full windup, and the pitch to Trey Dalrymple is a 3-7 lefty. Fly to center, that's playable for Geiger. He tracks it down to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Billy Odell. And we're going to the bottom of the ninth. The Phillies leading by a run. Jim Bunning still on the mound looking for the complete game.
Braves need a run.
And it'll be Matthews, Menke, and Woodward standing in his way. Bunning 2 hits through 6. He's given up 7 hits total in the game now. As Matthews stands in 0 for 3, flew to left twice and struck out. Bunning the sign from Dalrymple now. Let's check the Philly defense. That looks pretty solid. Bunning the pitch to Matthews. 6-6 left-handed, a tapper to first. White's got it. He'll take it to the bag. Mr. Gold Glove first baseman makes the play, and there's 1 down. And here's Menke now. Menke 1 for 3 today, standing in from the right side. Bunning getting the sign from Dalrymple. Nods. Into the windup. The pitch to Dennis Menke. 6-8 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3, and the Braves are down to their last out, and it'll be Woody. Woody 0 for 3. Rico Carty has grabbed the bat and stepped into the on-deck circle. So Woodward really needs to get a board here against Bunning. Bunning studying the signs. Now the windup. Pitch to Woody, a 3-9 tapper to third. Taylor's got it, and that's the game.
And he does a very quick and nice wrap up. Watch it. Very nice wrap up.
4-3 Philadelphia. Bunning with a complete game win improves his record to 4-1 on the season. Clay Karl with the loss drops to 0-3. Two of the losses coming in relief, of course. Bunning allowed 7 hits, 3 runs. He walked only 1. Struck out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a nice game for Bunning. Odell in his 2 innings of work gave just 1 hit. No walks, no strikeouts. So your totals are for the Phillies, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Braves, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher, Jim Bunning. The losing pitcher, Clay Karl. Phillies improved to 9-6, Braves dropped to 8-12. Chief Spokane Gary player of the game, I'm going to award that to Johnny Callison. A 3 for 4, double and a 2-run home run.
Our game is scheduled to start in about 14.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hit that like button on your way out.
14 minutes.
Let's take a look at the schedule, see what'll be up for tomorrow. And if you're interested in keeping up with the stats, take a look at my stat update video from this morning. May 3rd, this next game on the schedule will be the Kansas City Athletics at the California Angels. And the pitchers in that one are going to be Catfish Hunter for the A's, Marcelino Lopez for the Angels. That'll be at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. So please join me for that. In the meantime,
and as you can see, the rain has largely let up in Philadelphia. They're going to get this game in.
Take care, guys.
It's down to a very minor drizzle. And you see, he just finishes us off like that. And we're going to get back to our ball game here. I thought it was kind of nice of him to allow us to simulcast his ball game. This game is set to resume in 15 minutes. It's a 2-1 ball game. We're so glad that you have decided to stick with us or come back. They were a little late coming out to take out the tarp, so they're taking it out. Then they're going to clean up this infield a bit. We've gone 5 innings. It's 2-1 Montreal. champion was replaced by Farrell, who will pitch his first inning of relief in the top of the sixth. It's a 2-1 game, and I expect Farrell will be trying very, very nicely to keep the Phillies in this ball game down by 1. This is our 1969 replay. We're so glad to have you join us. We just got finished watching in entirety on a simulcast with permission from Steve Aquilong, the 1966 Phillies at the Braves, and the Phillies won that one 4-3. And I think this worked out well. It gave me a break. It also gave me a chance to extend our broadcast into the late afternoon, early evening. We still have plenty of time for trivia questions. Everybody has their own style. Steve has his style, I have my style. And there's good things about all of them, I would hope. Eight minutes until the first pitch, and these pitchers had an extended time. They've got Farrell coming in. We'll see how Stoneman fares after that delay. You're joining this game in progress. So are we, Steve Aquilong. And thank you for a great game, and I encourage you all to subscribe to Steve's channel. He just provides great games, and he keeps his stats ongoing. He uses a special program for that, and that's pretty special. Again, we have 7 minutes until the first pitch. And Mike Terranova has arrived. Good afternoon, Mike Terranova. Here's the crew taking out the turf now. Taking out the turf. I can't say exactly that the sun has come out, but the organ is playing and the fans have come out back to their seats. Those who have stayed for the game. We did lose a few. Attendance was 2,739. I think we've lost about 500 with that rain delay. Oh, Christ. What the hell? Wow, Turk Farrell, he died at age 43. He was killed in an auto accident in England. He was 43 years old. Okay, the tarp is off. The grounds crew is just cleaning it up a little bit. Killed in an auto accident. And in about 3 minutes, the crew should be done, and the Phillies should be ready to take the field. They trail it 2-1. This is the first of a 3-game series, and this one matters to these teams. It's a 3-game series. This is the first game, and the Expos lead the Phillies by have a 2 1/2 game lead over the Phillies. They're in 5th. Phillies sure would like to get out of the cellar. And we thank Steve for allowing us to do a simulcast during our rain delay. And coincidentally, it coincided with the beginning and the end of his ball game, with just a little bit left over. And he's got a great style, great fluid style, no nonsense kind of guy. And but he does throw in a few humorous quips along the ball game. They're putting some finishing touches to get that infield back to as good a shape as they can. Here at Connie Mack Stadium. They're working hard at it now. Finishing touches, it's like art. And the Phillies take the field now to resume this ball game. Top of the 6th, it's 2-1. Farrell will try to keep the Phillies in this ball game. 2-1, Montreal leading. And leading it off will be John Bateman. John Bateman will lead it off here in the top of the 6th. That's the way I like it. Yeah. Oh, you're very welcome, sir. He's got a good style. Here's Farrell now. We can all learn from each other. Farrell on the mound. He's ready. Bateman right-handed hitter. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Bateman. That's going to be 4-8, right-handed. Oh my. That is a double down the line for Bateman. A leadoff double. Not a great hitter, and that's not how to keep them in the ball game. Bateman on second to lead it off. And here's Bobby Wine. Stoneman comes out on deck. His first endurance is the bottom of the sixth. Farrell's has 3 in relief. Farrell now. And the pitch to Wine. That's 2-6 right-handed. Oh my. Base hit. Bateman goes to third and holds. That's bad news. So it's first and third for Stoneman. Infield will be back. There's action in now the Montreal in the Philadelphia bullpen again. And it will be Boozer who pitched in this game in real world. Boozer, a right-hander, is about as adequate as anybody on this pitching staff. He's warming. Stoneman, a 1 NR. Here's Farrell. That's 3-8, right-handed, struck him out. And that was big, even if it was the pitcher. That's Farrell's first strikeout, I'm sorry. And here's Gary Sutherland. Sutherland 0 for 2, walked and scored in the third. That was the second run for Montreal. Big batter here. Big at bat. Sutherland. And that's 6-4 right-handed. It's grounded to third for Darren Johnson. Lord, he's a 4. He's a 4-5. Whoa, 5-4. That's going to be a single. E5, 6, 9, 10. It will be an S1 first and third. That can't be good anyway. Everybody rounds a base. So Bateman scores to make it 3-1. And it's first and second, 1 out. And Jim Ferry is the batter. Not much you can do about this. Ferry 2 for 2 with a walk. Farrell now. First and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Ferry. That's 4-10 left-handed. Fly ball left. And that is for Briggs. He makes the catch and the runners hold. 2 away. It's a shot away, a double shot, 7th inning stretch. Questions from Kathy, and I hope you'll wait for it. That's going to be good stuff. Her trivia questions. 2 outs now. I consider Turk lucky if he can get out of this with just 1. But it's going to be Staub with Fairley on deck, 2 outs, and first and second. Staub 0 for 2 and a walk. The pitch from Farrell. That's going to be 6-7 left-handed. There's a base hit. Oh, my. Oh, my. Wine scores, and that's going to be it for Farrell. We'll bring in one for another. Farrell pitched 2/3 of an inning. They've seen enough. 4 hits, 1 strikeout, and he's allowed 2 thus far. Responsible for first and third, 2 outs. Fairley will be due up, and they're not going to bring in a left-hander. They'll bring in Boozer. They don't have a good left-hander to bring in. So Boozer taking his warm-ups. He'll be the 3rd pitcher for Philadelphia. Philadelphia could fall down behind by 2.5 games behind Montreal with a loss here. Forcing them to win the next 2 games of the series to make any progress, as they came in 1.5. They can still winning the 2 games, which is an order in itself, can come within a half game. Here's Ron Fairley now. Boozer trying to get this here. Fairley walked twice and singled. It's Staub on first, Sutherland on third, 2 down, 2 in already. 4-1 Montreal. Pitch from Boozer. And that's 3-7 right-handed, and that is a clutch situation. And that is a base hit. Oh my, a clutch situation for Fairley. It is a single, 2 asterisks. Sutherland scores. So Boozer allows the base hit. It was a clutch, folks. 2 outs and the runners in, a runner or more in scoring. And that's exactly what that is. 3-7. Right-handed. Look at that clutch situation. So now it is 3 runs in. That's also charged to Farrell. First and third, still 2 outs, still clutch situation, and here comes Mac Jones. It is a 5-2 ball game. This Philly team, this pitching for the Phillies. Oh. Okay, Boozer now trying to get out of this. The pitch to Jones. That's going to be 6-12 left-handed. Grounds it back to Boozer. He's a 4-17. Watch him mess it up. — 16-4. It's a grounder to him. He's 17. 6-12-16. And he throws him out. And the side is retired. Finally, after 3 runs, all of them charged to Farrell. And it's 5-1. I meant 5-1. 3 runs in. Farrell really bad. And we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Here's Stoneman now. This is Stoneman's 2nd endurance inning. He's fresh. See if the down 5-1, see if Phils can get anything going here, bottom of the 6th. Pitch to Briggs. That's 1-8 right-handed, and he struck him out. Number 8 for Stoneman. Now Dick Allen. Here's the windup by Stoneman, and the pitch to Allen. 6-7 right-handed, walked him. Allen is on, and here's Callison. Stoneman from the stretch. That was the first walk he gave up today. Here's the pitch to Callison. My Lord. Oh, excuse me. 5-6 left-handed. Struck him out, and that's the 9th for Stoneman. 2 down for DJ Johnson. Five, 4, right-handed, fly ball center X. Getting under that fairy, 325. Uh-oh. 3-3, it's a D2. It's a D2 double by Johnson on a 5-10-13 Ferry E25. And a 2-base error. Oh my. I'd like to show that to you. It was a D2, and then on the 5-10-13 with Ferry at 25 in center, a 13 is an E2. And that's what that was, 5-10-13. So it's going to be a double 2 and a 2-base error. You should get an inside the Parker, I guess. No, it's a double advance 2. Too bad. Oops. It's not a double. It's a double and an error. Okay, yeah. I don't know how that can be an E2. But don't ask me. A D2 E2, it should be runners advance 3. Oh, wait a minute. He goes to third and all runners score. I'm so sorry. There it is. D2 E2. Double and an error. He goes to third. All runners score. So I almost missed that. And that's going to make it a 5-2 ball game. And Stoneman is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Second error for Montreal. And this is big here. It's 5-2. Johnson on third with 2 outs. And Larry Heisel is the batter. Right-handed hitter. He has struck out twice. Here's Stoneman now, trying to preserve his endurance and get out of this. The pitch to Heisel. That's 5-8 right-handed, and he struck him out in convincing fashion to end the inning, and he struck out the side with his 10th. Another run, though. And Philly just barely keeping in this ball game. It's 5-2 after 6. And the new pitcher, well, he came in to pitch a third. It's John Boozer. This will complete his first full inning of relief. Boozer taking his warm-ups, and you got to work with what you have here. I believe Wilson is available. Wow. Bill Wilson, the right-hander, is available, and he's warming. He's actually, his numbers are as good as anybody's on this pitching staff. This, well, maybe the whole pitching staff, but definitely in the relief corps. If they need a hitter in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Boozer. Let's hope he can hold. If you're a Phillies fan, it's 5-2. Kevin Collins to lead it off. Collins is 0 for 3. Boozer gets the sign from Ryan, the wind-up. Here's the pitch to Collins. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed. That's hit well by Collins. He's got the power, but it's going to drop. Oh my, it's going to be extra bases. Lord. Rounding second, and Collins comes into third with a triple. Lord. A triple by Kevin Collins. He had one in real world. That's not how to keep them in the ball game. That's really nasty. Lord. Here's John Bateman now. 5-2 Expos. Top of the 7th, a leadoff triple by Collins. Here's Bateman. Pitch from Boozer. That'll be 6-6, right-handed. Oh, shit. That's another triple. Back-to-back frickin' triples. Oh, what a horrible day for the Phillies. What a horrible frickin' day for the Philadelphia Phillies. Boozer allows a triple to Collins and then another triple to Bateman. That's not easy to do. That was on a 6-6 right-handed triple 1-2. Look at that. Look at it. That makes it a 6-2 ball game. I have a double shot coming up after this half inning. Okay, here's Wine. I'm getting disgusted by this game. It's 6-2 now. Oh, the hell with it. Here's Boozer now. The pitch to Wine. Oh, 3-8. Right-handed, he grounds it back to Boozer. Bateman will hold. That's one down. And here's Stoneman. Stoneman's gotten into a little trouble last inning, and he's had a couple moments in this game, but he's generally pitched very good baseball. 2 runs in 6 innings. And he is 1 hit and or walk away from fatigue as he prepares to come into the 7th. 1 out, Bateman on third. That's 3-9. It's a grounder to third. And Johnson has it. Will hold Bateman, and it's 2 away. And they should consider themselves lucky if they get out of this with 1 run. They consider themselves lucky to get out of a lot of innings here with 1 run. Just the alternative is they don't get bombed. But it is 6-1 with Bateman on third, 2 down. Sutherland is the batter. Boozer now. 311, right-handed. And that is a liner to short caught by Money. And that will retire the side, but another run doesn't help. It's the 7th inning stretch. From my looks of it, it's a 6-2 ball game. We're going to be heading into the bottom of the 9th in due course. For now, I ask you to frickin' give it up for Kathy Harden in the 7th inning stretch. Listen for it now. Who had the best pitching staff statistically in the 1960s? The 61 Reds, the 64 Cards, 66 Dodgers, or the 69 Orioles? I'm going to go with the Orioles. I know they had Koufax and Drysdale, but they didn't have a whole lot after that, if I'm not mistaken. But Bill Ivamy, I'm just taking a Steve Aquilon goes with the Dodgers. I'm taking a long shot here. Of course, conventional. Bill and Steve get it. Bill and Steve get it with the 66, and I'm giving you red jelly beans there. These are fresh. There's one for Bill. There's one for Bill. And there's one for Kathy for the correct question. Sutton and Osteen, sure. Yeah, well, Steve Aquilon, I wouldn't call it cheating. I would say you have the knowledge base. Oh, that one's orange. Is that one frickin' orange? I can't, no. Great question and great answers, except for mine. Whew. Well, here's Stoneman now in his second endurance inning. Oh, we have a double shot. Oh, I'm so sorry. A double shot for Kathy Harden. Please pardon my icons. Sorry, Kathy. You know I do the best I can here. We have a double shot. I ask you all to stay and wait for it. We're waiting for the double shot, the second one, from Kathy Harden. And if any of you have a question, please just let me know. The top, middle, or bottom of the order will highlight it. Here it is. Which Beatle had their first solo album reach #1 the same year of the breakup? George Harrison's first solo album was Electronic Music, not All Things Must Pass. And it was the first solo album for a Beatle. Yeah. The album McCartney, I'm surprised it went to #1. Yeah, George's album, his triple album. I believe it was a triple. Maybe it was a double. All Things Must Pass came out after, I believe it came out in late 70 or early 71. Ram came out later. Ram was after his solo album, McCartney. Ram is a great album, and it's a great song from, great freaking, I'll give you one of these, Kathy, for that. Great freaking question. If any of you have any questions, let me know when it's going to be. It's going to be Mike Ryan leading it off here. Bottom of the 8th. And Mike Ryan will face Stoneman. Stoneman is 2 hits and or walks away from fatigue. All great albums. Okay, here's Stoneman now. The pitch to Ryan. That's 4-6 right-handed, and that is a fly to center. Running for it is Ferry, and he makes the catch. A running catch, 1 down. Stoneman trying to get back to full endurance here. Yeah, well, Bill Ivamy will be the top of the 8th. That'll be after this half inning on my calculations. Maybe I'll have one after the ball game, which would be the bottom of the 9th, if I can think of one. I do them off the top of my head. Here's money now, 0 for 2. Pitch from Stoneman. 5-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. Sutherland, 326. That's a ground ball 1. 5-10-12. And he throws him out. 2 away, and believe it or not, there will be a hitter. I mean, just obligatory situation. Wilson will come in next inning for the Phils. Boozer pitched 1/3, 1 1/3. Allowed back-to-back triples. And 1 run. And it will be Wilson, who did not pitch in this game in real world. Let's see who's hitting, and I don't think they have much. Harmon pinch hit in this game in real world, so we will let him pinch hit. Just as a guideline. Make it a little more realistic. 2 outs, Harmon at the plate. Right-handed hitter. Here's Stoneman now. That's 1-6. And he flies it to left field for Big Mac Jones, who makes the catch, and the side is out. Stoneman now refreshed with full endurance. Again, 1-7 right-handed. Wait a minute. That was 1-6 right-handed. That's right. Fly ball left, the side is out. 1, 2, 3 for Stoneman, and now I ask you all to give it up for Bill Ivamy now in his trivia question. Wait for it now. Here it is. Richard Nixon is mentioned in a song on the Rolling Stones album Exile on Main Street. Name that tune. Oh, Lord. God. I don't know it. I'm going to do a wild guess. I don't even know if this song is on that album. But it's worth a guess. If you don't mind people thinking you're ignorant, but I am ignorant about this. No, it's not on Sympathy. That's on the album Beggar's Banquet. Good guess, though. Turd on the Run. I don't know that song. My Lord. I don't freaking know that song. Second song on the album. God. Anybody? Bill Ivamy gives the hint. What's the answer? Rip this joint. Is that the answer? Huh. Rip this joint. Okay. I'm looking at the lyrics right now. Yep. Thank you for that great question. Super question. And as you can see, they don't have to also always be 1969 baseball, or they can be cultural, historical, humanities, anything. Here's Bill Wilson. He's the fourth pitcher for the Phillies. It's 6-2 Atlanta. Real tough game here for the Phils, as have been so many. And here's Jim Ferry to lead it off. Ferry 2 for 3, walked, singled twice, was thrown out at home. Trying to come home on that base hit by Kevin Collins. It was 1 out at the time. Actually, it was on a fly ball. Sacrifice attempt. There was 2 outs then. It was 1 out. Here's Wilson now. Here's the pitch to Ferry. That's 111 right-handed. Pops it up behind the plate for Ryan. And there's 1 away. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be the Phillies down by 4, and it'll be the top of the order for a refreshed Bill Stoneman. Okay, Rusty, stop now. 1 for 3 and a walk. Wilson and the pitch to stop. That's 4-4 left-handed. Grounds to second, no X. Clean. Picked up by Taylor, and there's 1 out. 2 outs, I'm sorry. And here's Ron Fairley now. 2 for 2 and 2 walks. He knocked in 1 run. That's 1-4 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. Single 1 to 5, it was a 4. So Fairley is on. Look at him, 3 for 3 on 2 walks today. Now Mac Jones is the batter. Jones 1 for 2, sacrifice fly and an intentional walk. Here's Wilson. That's 4-10 left-handed, grounds to short X for money. 327. Oh, that's a 1-3. It's a single. An S2. Gets past Wine E44, 5-9-13. And he boots it. Oh, Lord. An S2, E1, single and an error. Runners advance 2. And it just goes on here. That error is from money. And that's the first error for Philly today. First and third. I'm sorry, that's a single. Second and third. He went to second on that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What did I do here? I put that in the wrong spot. God. It is second and third with 2 outs. And here's Kevin Collins. Pitch from Wilson. 2-11, right-handed, fly ball right. This should end the inning. Callison under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. And we have one last one. Bottom of the 9th. That's beautiful. I may follow it up. That was the, geez, it's only the top of the 8th. Lord. And I was saying look ahead. Lord Christ. No runs, though, allowed by Wilson. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Stoneman. Phil's down by 4. They need big hits. Here's Stoneman and the pitch to Taylor. 1-5. Grounds it to short for Wine. 1 down. And here's Johnny Briggs. Briggs, up. Bill Ivamy was going to go bottom of the 8th, but he's sneaking it in right now. Whoa, he's sneaking it in. Name the 4 teams Gene Mauch managed. I can't go more than that, or it starts to hurt my head. We'll hold off here with Briggs, as there's Joel Horland, Expos, Twins, Expos. Although you did the Expos twice and the Angels. Wait a minute. Phillies. Add the Phillies, that's it. It's 5. You did the Expos twice, but are you counting them as different? Whoops. Oh, shit. I think the answer now, with Joel Horland's help, will be Expos, Twins, Angels, and Phillies. And it was a great game. I was never a fan of Gene Mauch as a manager. I guess I got a bad taste in my mouth after he pitched his rotation out of rotation and panic in '64. I only heard about it. We're heading to the bottom. We are in the bottom of the 8th. It's 1 out. And in fact, he's managing these Expos. It's Briggs at the plate with 1 out. Stoneman now, fully endoranced. 5-6, left-handed, struck him out. Number 11 for Bill Stoneman today. Stoneman really throwing the strikeouts. And here's John Bateman. Dick Allen. 0 for 2, a walk and scored twice. He reached on the 3-base error by Big Mac Jones and scored. Scored, yeah. Here's Allen now, 2 outs, nobody on. Yeah, so I hear it was a bad idea. I mean, it's not the only thing that contributed, but still, it was big. Here's the pitch to Allen. 3-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. Number 12 for Stoneman. And that will retire the side. I'll tell you, Stoneman has really been tough today. Now we're heading to the top of the 9th. I got one at the bottom of the 9th. And if anybody has one, whether it be the middle of this 9th or also at the bottom of the 9th, we are going to enjoy that. Okay, here's Stoneman now. Oh, so Bill Ivamy was old enough to remember '64. I'm sorry, here's Wilson. Bateman had a good day, 2 for 4, a double and a triple. Wilson in his 2nd inning. 2-10 right-handed, grounds to 2nd for Taylor, 1 out. A pretty mundane ball game here with Montreal. They're going to take a 2.5 game lead over the Phillies in 5th place, ahead of the Phillies, Montreal, with a win here, if they can hold it on. Here's Wilson now, the pitch to Wine. 1-4 right-handed, chops it to 2nd for Taylor, 2 outs. And Stoneman coming up for his 5th at bat. He's 0 for 4. for my final trivia question after this ball game, after the brief wrap up. Okay, Stoneman facing Wilson. Here's the pitch. Three pops it up to short. Money makes the catch, and we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Any other questions? Last call for final questions after this ball game. Yours would precede mine, if you will. Top of the ninth, bottom of the ninth. Here's Stoneman now. He's gone all the way. Full endurance. Three. Bill Ivamy has one for after the game. We got two here. We'd welcome anything. Kathy Harden, Joel Horlin, anybody. Just to wrap it up for the Sunday night here. It'll be Callison, DJ, and Heisel. Thank you, Bill, for your questions. And thank you, everybody, especially Kathy Harden, who started this tradition. And again, we ask no Googling. It's on our system. Here's Stoneman. And the pitch to Callison. 2-6, right-handed, struck him out. That's 3 in a row for Stoneman. Oh, my. And here's DJ Johnson. 13 strikeouts for Bill Stoneman here today. Bill Stoneman, still quite alive. He's 79 years old. He had a front office career. Okay, Stoneman now facing DJ. Here's the pitch from Stoneman. 6-3, right-handed. Whoa, that's a ballpark blast on a 2. Maybe too little, too late. Right-hander in Philly. And it's gone. He's got the power on a 6-3 ballpark blast. And that will make it a 6-3 ball game, just to make the game that much more excruciating for the Phillies. Second run batted in for DJ Johnson. And if you don't mind, we'll put DJ in here as Heisel comes up with 1 out and nobody on, and a 6-3 ball game. This game is not over. DJ Johnson with home run number 15 on the season. He had 17 in real world. And here comes Larry Heisel with 1 out, nobody on It's 5-3 now. 6-3, I'm sorry. Big frickin' difference. Larry Heisel steps in the batter's box. Okay, here's Heisel. He has struck out 3 times today. Stoneman. And the pitch to Heisel. That's going to be 4-8 right-handed. Walked him. Now one more hitter walking. Stoneman is fatigued. Expos, this was a 4-0 game, and Stoneman went all the way. Pitched even better in real world there. But there is action now with him close to fatigue. Warming in the bullpen is the veteran Roy Face. Roy Face is warming in the bullpen. Okay, Heisel on first. He's a B. And he's being held 1-10. And here's Mike Ryan. Pitch to Ryan. 6-11, right-handed, and that's a ballpark. Oh, right-handed. Oh, it's a 12. In right-handed in Philly. And no, it's going to be a liner to short court by Wine. And that'll be 2 outs, 1 out away, Stoneman, from the complete game win with full endurance. And he's not much of a hitter, but they're going to have money come up here. There's really nobody worth pinch hitting with him. Please wait for our brief wrap-up immediately after the game. Then we'll get to our final questions. Stoneman from the stretch with Heisel on first. The pitch to Money. 6-12. Right-handed. Grounds it back to Stoneman. 2-6. .22. It's a G1 ground ball back to Stoneman. 3-6-7 on an E6. And he throws him out, and the ball game is over. 1 run there in the bottom of the ninth. The final, quick wrap-up. Montreal, 6 runs. Philly, 3. Stoneman went all the way. He got the win. It was his 10th. He pitched 9. He allowed 4 hits. He walked 3, struck out 13 batters. I think that's pretty darn good. He allowed 1 earned run, 1 total. Champion with the loss. 5, 6, 7. Wilson pitched 2 innings. 2 hits and no runs. Final line. Montreal 6 runs, 8, 11, 13 hits, 2 errors. Philly 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. It was clearly a very good performance by Stoneman and some good hitting there by the Expos, including triples back-to-back by Collins and Bateman. I ask you now, good game. I ask you all to wait for this, and there'll be at least 2. There will be at least 2 coming up here. 1 from Bill and 1 from me. Name the 4 teams Leo DeRocha managed. I think we had that, didn't we? Maybe not. These cards. I think Joel Horland gets it with the time there. He gets it with the time, no doubt about it. Great question. And it was bizarre, wasn't it? Wasn't it bizarre to see him pitching, managing the Astros? It's like he didn't know when to retire. God. To see him in that crazy tequila uniform. I don't know that that was too easy. It depends who you're asking. You know? Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to go with mine. And I ask you, don't look this up now. Now this one's kind of hard because you have to get the right number. They threw a lot of money at him. Maybe it was just for attendance. Well, let me give you mine now. Let me just confirm one thing. There'll be two answers that I will give to this. Here it is. Here it is. How old was Lou Gehrig on the date Babe Ruth made his first major league appearance? It doesn't have to be exact, but I want the years. How old was Lou Gehrig? Bill Ivamy says 11. We'll take any other callers here. We'll take any other guesses. Any other guesses at all? Yeah, well, Bill has let the cat out of the bag. The only thing to mention, Bill, is that it was Lou Gehrig was born in June of 1903, and therefore he was not quite 11. So Bill takes it back and goes 10. He was like 10 years and 10 years and 11 years. Yeah, 10 years. I'm sorry, 10 years and I don't know, 10 months. Something like that. He turned 11 during the year, and that gives you an idea, folks, of what it might have been like. Lou Gehrig lived in New York. He was 10 years old. He played baseball in lots as a 10-year-old, supposedly. And a hero of his was Babe Ruth, in a way. Everyone thought Ruth was great. He was from New York. So it gives you an idea of the generation gap. I hope you enjoyed this ball game. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. And I'll catch you all next time, okay? This has been a broadcast of the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. Whoa, Bill Ivamy has come through. Bill Ivamy with important clarification, always wanting to improve our understanding. Ruth's first game was in July. So therefore, he was 11 years old. How do you like that? Meaning Gehrig was 11. Had just passed his 11th birthday in June. Have a good night to Aqualung, Bill Ivamy, Kathy Harden, Joel Horlin, Mike Terranova, and everybody else out there. Get a good night's sleep. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Good night, all.